You know, guys, the man known as Kevin Feige has always been an instrumental part of making the Marvel Cinematic Universe work. He has been, you can kind of call him the architect of it. You know, here was here was a man who many magazines like Variety and Papers have said Kevin Feige takes the B-list characters of the Marvel Universe to make his own. Without Spider-Man, without the X-Men, Hulk, all the characters, all that. And look at what he did, right? However, Kevin Feige did an interview in Empire magazine, and he was talking about the characters that are going to be coming out of Phase 3 and everything like that. And some of them are very good. You know, he talked about Spider-Man. You know, he talked about Black Panther, which was really cool. I liked what he had to say about Black Panther and what his world and what his film was going to be about and why it was so important to get this character onto the screen. And then he came to a certain Mad Titan that we have been seeing being built up for 5 years. And I'm going to quote what he said about it. Okay? And he had a lot to say, but this is the most important thing. And I quote, okay? He basically said, I wouldn't look for, I wouldn't be look for, look too hard in Guardians Volume 2 for Thanos. The next time we see him, Thanos will not be messing around. It will it will be to us. Oh, that's why they've been building this guy, this villain up for 5 years. Now, having said that, I instantly went on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, you name it, and I literally said, I, I, I pasted that quote because instantly, with all due respect, Mr. Feige, I'm gonna hold you to that one. That is a notion that you don't just say and not make it stick. Let's be honest, guys. The cinematic movie villains have not been really living up to standard. I've gone on very much about that. The cinematic movies seem to put too much emphasis on the hero in a sense, and it's not a bad thing, but you also got to balance out the character. And what's that old saying? Hero's not as good as the good villain. You know, a good hero's only as good as a good villain, right? So you got to have that. Now with Thanos, ladies and gentlemen, Thanos, my fellow geeks, you who have followed Jim Starlin's character for so long, like yours truly here, you know that this guy is not somebody you should take lightly. He is a guy that is, if you start putting him into your adaptations or any kind of medium, you best bring your A game and you best realize that this guy is nothing to be joking around with. Is he the equivalent of Darkseid? Yeah. So you got to kind of treat him like that. And we've seen this guy been built up. And me and my other fellow geeks, we've all joked about it and said, all we ever see with this guy, he spoke. Josh Brolin, we finally heard him speak, and Josh Brolin's voice was like, ooh, like that kind of got your attention, like, ooh. And then we kept saying, he's in that seat. If that guy gets out of that seat, be somewhere else. And what happened? End of Age of Ultron, he got out of that seat. He got out of that seat, and what else did he do? He put on a certain gauntlet and said, if you want something done, do it yourself. So, having said that, Mr. Feige, yes, I'm holding you to that. I'm holding you to those words. This is a character, this is a villain that, yes, let's be honest, if he fails, it's going to be like, oh man, they failed with Thanos. Who else can they build up now? And I'm not saying they can't build up other characters, but with Thanos, in terms of Marvel villains, he's up there. You know what I'm saying? He's up there. So you gotta hold Kevin Feige to him words of like, yeah, okay, you said that. You gotta build. You gotta hold you to the words, Mr. Feige, because if he kind of falls flat, it's kind of like, but you said. See where I'm going at? So yeah, in a sense, you gotta think about that, for guys. Like those words mean a lot. What he said. Think about that. Think about that. And you guys give me your opinion on that one. Trust me on that one, guys.